My dream trip to Paris was dead before it began, and my stepmom, Karen, was the one holding the murder weapon, a smug grin, and my plane ticket. At 16, I learned fast that some people's love comes with a leash, and Karen's was choked tight. It was supposed to be the summer of my life. Dad had saved for months, scraping together every extra dime from his late shifts at the auto shop to surprise me with a week-long art camp in Paris. Paris, the city of Monet, of cobblestone streets glowing under lamplight, of sketching in cafes while pretending I was someone important. He'd handed me the ticket at dinner, his tired eyes sparkling with pride. "Lila, you're gonna see the whirl," he said, voice thick with emotion. I hugged him so hard I thought I'd break him, my heart pounding with a joy I hadn't felt since Mom left when I was 6. Then Karen happened. She wasn't just my stepmom, she was a Category 5 hurricane in designer heels. Married to Dad for 2 years, she'd already turned our house into her personal kingdom, with her son, Ethan, as the spoiled prince. Ethan was 14, lanky, and glued to his phone like it was his oxygen. He barely spoke to me unless it was to demand snacks or complain about Wi-Fi. Karen doted on him, but me, I was the inconvenient stepdaughter, the one who didn't fit her Instagram perfect life. The day after Dad gave me the ticket, I overheard Karen in the kitchen, her voice sharp as a knife. "A trip to Paris for her? John, we can't afford that." Dad's voice was low, pleading. "It's for Lila's art. Karen, she's earned it." But Karen's laugh was cold, like she'd already won. I stood frozen in the hallway, clutching my sketchbook, my stomach twisting. I should have known then she wasn't going to let me go. 2 days later, Dad broke the news. He sat me down, his hands fidgeting, eyes avoiding mine. "Lila, honey, the trip's off," Karen thinks. "We need to prioritize family right now." His voice cracked, and I knew he didn't believe a word of it. I stared at him, betrayal burning in my chest. "Family," I spat. "She's not my family. She's a thief." Dad flinched, but he didn't argue. He just looked old, defeated, like Karen had drained the fight out of him. The next morning, Karen dropped the bomb. "Lila, you're staying home to watch Ethan while I'm gone." "Gone?" I blinked, confused. She smirked, tossing her hair. "I'm taking your Paris trip. I deserve a break, and Ethan needs you here." My jaw hit the floor. She'd canceled my dream and stolen it for herself, booking a spa resort in Paris with my ticket money. I wanted to scream, to tear her perfect ponytail out, but all I could manage was, "You can't do this." She raised an eyebrow, daring me to challenge her. "Oh, sweetie, I already did." The day she left, I watched her roll a Louis Vuitton suitcase out the door, her perfume lingering like a taunt. Ethan slouched on the couch, scrolling TikTok, muttering, "This sucks." I wanted to shake him and yell, "You think you're suffering, but I didn't." I just stood there, the house feeling emptier than ever, my sketchbook untouched on the table. Paris was slipping through my fingers, and I was stuck babysitting a kid who didn't even like me. The first day was hell. Ethan ignored me, blasting music through his earbuds while I cleaned up his Dorito crumbs. I tried to draw, but every line felt wrong, like my creativity had been gutted. I kept picturing Karen sipping wine by the Seine, probably posting selfies with captions like, "Living my best life." My phone buzzed with her updates, each one a dagger. Eiffel Tower at sunset, Chira blessed. I wanted to throw my phone across the room. By day 2, I was done playing nice. "Ethan, get off your phone and help me with dinner," I snapped. He rolled his eyes. "You're not my mom." I laughed, bitter. "Yeah, and your mom's not exactly winning any parenting awards. Is she?" He froze, then stormed off to his room. Great. Now I was the bad guy. But something shifted in me. I wasn't going to let Karen win, not completely. If I couldn't go to Paris, I'd bring Paris to me. I dug out my art supplies and turned the living room into a makeshift studio. I pinned up sketches of Parisian streets, the Louvre, cafe scenes I'd imagined 1,000 times. Ethan wandered in, curious despite himself. "What's this?" he asked, eyeing my half-finished painting of Notre Dame. "It's Paris," I said, not looking up. "Since your mom stole my trip, I'm making my own." He snorted but didn't leave. For once, he wasn't glued to his phone. Over the next few days, something weird happened. Ethan started hanging around more, watching me paint. He even asked questions. Like, "Why do you use so many colors for one building?" I explained light and shadow, how Monet captured mood, not just objects. He didn't get it at first, but he listened. One night, he grabbed a pencil and started sketching a wonky Eiffel Tower. But still, "This is dumb," he muttered, but he kept going. I hid a smile. Maybe he wasn't a total lost cause. Meanwhile, Karen's posts kept coming. Croissants at La Durée, right Perry vibes. Each one fueled my anger, but also my resolve. I wasn't just surviving this week, I was creating something. Ethan and I started talking more, not deep, life-changing stuff, but small things. He admitted he hated how his mom treated me. "She's always been like that," he said quietly. "It's why Dad left her." I didn't know what to say, so I just handed him a paintbrush. "Want to try?" He did. By the time Karen came back, tanned and smug, the living room was a gallery of our work mind, vibrant and detailed. Ethan's messy but earnest. She stopped in the doorway, her smile faltering. "What's all this?" she demanded. I stood tall, paint smudged on my cheek. "This is Paris, Karen." "My Paris," Ethan chimed in. "Yeah, it's better than your stupid spa." I almost laughed. For the first time, we were a team. Dad got home that night, his eyes widening at the art-covered walls. He looked at me, then Karen, who was already spinning some excuse about needing her trip. But Dad wasn't listening to her. He hugged me, whispering, "I'm so proud of you." "Lila." I hugged him back, tears stinging my eyes. Karen's trip might have stolen my plane ticket, but it couldn't steal my spirit or the unexpected bond I'd built with Ethan. In the weeks that followed, things didn't magically get better. Karen was still Karen, and Dad still struggled to stand up to her. But Ethan and I kept painting, turning our anger into something beautiful. I realized Paris wasn't just a place. It was a feeling, a spark of defiance, of creation, of family you choose, not the one you're stuck with. I'd get to Paris someday, on my terms. For now, I had my art, my stepbrother's crooked sketches, and a fire in my chest that no one, not even Karen, could extinguish. What would you do if someone stole your dream? Was I right to fight back with art? Or should I have confronted Karen head-on? Share your thoughts. Where do you stand on justice, family, and standing up for yourself?